Egghead.
Welcome to Arts Quest, where we take you on a quest to find all the great arts and culture available in Northeast Ohio. I'm Todd V.
Dave Kettlewell. Now, you've heard of Joni Mitchell, you've heard of Joan Baez,
yes,
but you're about to hear of
Rachel Roberts, Northeast Ohio's own singer-songwriter. I don't know, folk, indie, pop, rock, she does it all.
All we know is the lyrics are 100 on 100 scale. She's absolutely tremendous, and she's homegrown in Ohio.
Yeah, she does write some really nice lyrics. It's like, what do you want to say, musical poetry?
Something like that. Now, so moving right along, we got Neil MacDonald.
Neil MacDonald, who just completed a show at the Akron Art Museum, first local artist to actually show in the museum. So it's a really cool look at his style, how he creates his work, and really, I guess, sort of his inspiration. It's really a cool look inside the artist studio.
One of the things that's fascinating about Neil MacDonald is he does these pieces where they're like pixelated images on a TV screen,
right,
and your mind is searching to find some pattern, but as he says,
it's not there.
There is no pattern.
The human mind wants to make it happen. And our final segment, well, I admit it, it's a little bit about something I'm involved in. It's XainGO, Performance Art Dance Theater.
How'd you get that approved?
Well, I don't know. I know the guys who host the show. They
now,
said
who runs
okay.
XainGO?
Pardon me?
I think you run XainGO, don't you?
I run XainGO, I do.
Okay, and we have a brand new correspondent working with us by the name of...
We do. Erin Ludlam joins us, and she's going to be interviewing me and the rest of the cast of XainGO.
So, enjoy the show.
Let's go out and meet Rachel.
Here today with Rachel Roberts, aspiring international star in the world of music. Tell us a bit about your second album.
Lightning Loves the Kite is what it is called. It's a follow-up of Ripe and Juicy. Ripe and Juicy was more of an innocent, lovely piece of work, and Lightning Loves the Kite is more of a conceptual, poetic piece.
The title's such a beautiful metaphor. The lightning, it's a striking event. It's significant. And what's happened really is that lightning has struck twice, multiple times in this town with great rock and roll talent. And what this album is succinctly pulling together is that the imagination, the passion, and now the ethos, the logos, and the mythos are captivated together in a way that is elegantly presented.
The whole album is like one piece. They all go together, they all have a meaning together, conceptual. And then, poetic, it's very metaphorical. There are a lot of words that I'm saying that are going to make you think a lot of different things personally. Poetry is something that you think of personally. It's not something that you're trying to guess what another person is thinking. You take something and you create your own meaning. I do believe in you. Someone else is calling, warm whispers in the wind. A sailboat elopes to the sweetness of a comb. And Monet with his brush is capturing the rush of tides that take us where we ought to go. La, 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 la.
What's your favorite phrase in that song? Is there a few words that you like the best?
Yes.
And what are those few words?
And Monet, with his brush, is capturing the rush of tides that take us where we ought to go.
That's beautiful stuff.
Thank you.
Now, you wrote all those lyrics.
Yes.
Where's this stuff come from?
Honestly?
Yeah.
God. I come from lots of strong women in my family. Both of my grandmothers are amazing, faithful, and blessed women. And I have been gifted with their presence in my life. My biggest inspiration is my mother. My mother has given me the gift of song. And I am so honored to have her as my mother. She's worked very hard to be a musician. She's an opera singer, and now she teaches music at a high school. She teaches lots of kids, so she's got many kids. I'm not just one, I have one sister. I'm not one of two. I'm one of hundreds of kids that my mother has touched with her musical influence.
You did a song that commemorates Flight 93.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
I wrote a piece for a campaign, which is they're trying to build a memorial at this crash site of Flight 93 from 9/11, the plane that went down in the field in Pennsylvania, where the passengers took over the cabin. I wrote this campaign song for them because I'm trying to support their cause. I think that this memorial should be put up. You won't stand alone. It's about everyday people making heroic moves, sacrificing for the greater good. Ones like us, living an everyday life, woke up to take a different flight. Oh, but suddenly faced with time's infinite crawl, heroes were made of you. Oh, you won't stand alone. You won't stand alone. You won't stand alone. You won't stand alone. We are learning to see what is unseen. God, let the hero live within me. You won't stand alone.
You know, this is a world where you got to invest in things to make them happen, and you invested in a performance space. Is it called Musica?
Yeah, we're in Musica right here.
Okay.
It's been a showplace for talent, and the more time I spend here, the more talent I see coming through these doors, but none recently like the likes of Rachel Roberts, and the way that she's captivated the imagination of this community, and the way that she's telling a story is very significant in the chapter of great rock and roll that's come out of this town.
It's very interesting to me how little people know how much talent comes from here. And, you know, I can speak just about music for quite some time, but I mean, that would include, but you could also include actors and directors and artists of every color and style that come from this area.
Tell us a little bit about your new organization, R2 Music.
Dave, I'm an art lover, as you know, and I find beauty and joy all around me, and this is a unique opportunity that we're finding the works of Rachel Roberts rising to a high level of success, and we want to help her get her career directed in a pattern that's going to expand the territory and the audiences that she's been touching lately.
Love is never fleeting, never quick to leave.